Okay guys, it's Sunday. I'm back out here. Trip was awesome yesterday to Tina's and Dave's and to see the museum as well as the workshop. I've been to Tina's and Dave's before, but I've never been to the workshop or the museum. Battery died before I finished doing the museum. There's much more to see. It was awesome. We also went next door. I didn't realize that part of where Dave is, they have like, I'm gonna say antiques. I don't really know if they're not all 100 years old, but a huge warehouse of things the guy buys and resells. And I wound up getting a nice picture. Actually, Dave treated me to the picture. That was very nice. A nice framed clown picture, hand painted. And I got this toy. Hold on. Okay guys, check this thing out. It's a Silly Willy, the original, okay? 1961. Yes, I know the camera sucks, guys. We'll take care of that eventually. Not only do I have a damaged part in the center of the lens, I have a couple of welding BBs on it. But this is the only camera that picks up my audio right. It's two pieces, and it's a wheel that you roll on the ground, and you keep this hook around it, and you chase it. It's fun, it's exercise, there's skill. Made in Bedford, Massachusetts. Guy had cases of them. So he wound up giving that to me, which is cool. This one had a little bit of rat damage. Some of them were mouse damage. Some of them were halfway eaten apart. So I think that is cool. What else? We picked up this. Okay, I asked the guy if he had any welding tables, and this is the only thing he had, which is actually was an equipment table for something big. The legs, a 1/4-inch angle iron. Okay, and what I found cool about the legs was someone went to the trouble of notching this piece in. So in other words, this piece of angle iron goes to the top. This is notched to rest this on top of this, and it's the same here. This goes to the top and this is notched in. Look at the size of that weld. I'm assuming it's a weld. When we clean it off, we'll see if it's a braze, but it doesn't look gold. Okay, these are 1/4-inch. And you could ask Dave. It took me and Dave, both of us, to hump this thing. This is 1/4-inch. The lowest shelf is 3/8 plate, as well as the upper shelf with this little, you can see the overhang of it. This is 3/8 plate. Okay? And these are 1/4-inch. You can just get them on there. So, it is a beastly thing. It's not that big. It's obviously taller than my workbench a little bit. But it's 19 by 24 is what it is. I'm gonna bring those two wheels back and get 4 of the same in swivels, and probably what we're gonna wind up doing is mounting them right to the bottom of this plate and just like nipping these, so that'll have it very close to what this height is, within 1.5 inches, which is fine because the table's a little tall. It's got 4 swivel casters on there. Is it a fabrication table? Not really. You know, people have gotten so elaborate now with leveling and holes and all sorts of crap on there or whatever. Is it a good table to attach shit to and weld it up? Yeah. Is it big? No. Is it a nice, smaller or starting table? Absolutely. The guy gave me an excellent deal on them. I mean, I know what these things cost. Even ones of this size. They're all, usually the ones of this size are all homemade. But his original asking price was 1/3 of what I see him for on like Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace and eBay, and I have to go get them. And I was standing there. There's a difference. And then he went down because I was really looking for something bigger. But Dave made the point, you know, we're going to be moving. Why buy a table now when it doesn't fit where we're going? So I really want a table for Junior the size of that table, in a fabrication table, and that should take care of him. But this should be good because he's been working on that little thing, and he actually had a little job yesterday while I was away. So this would have been great. So what he's going to do is he'll come in here, he'll fill the tops of all these holes that they used for something. He doesn't have to, but he will. And then he'll hit the top of it with a flapper disc to bring it back to the metal. And probably take care of on the sides a little bit too, so you can just put the clamp to it and not think about it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't know what was mounted to this thing, but it had a padding of, 4 big things. I see wood dust on it, so it was some probably belt sand or grind or whatever it was, and probably some shop built a long time ago. And let me tell you, it was one hell of a struggle getting this out of the car today. I did not lift it out of the car. I slid it out of the car with 10 blankets under it, not to damage it. And then I put it on my dolly and brought it in. When I saw it, I saw the plate, so I said, okay, we're good. I was hoping it was a little bigger. We had to dig it out. It was buried. But I didn't expect it to be so heavy because I didn't realize the bottom plate was 3/8 also. You talk about overkill, but you keep the weight down there. When you put stuff on the front here, it doesn't want to tip over. You know what I mean? So it's actually a smart thing to do. I think we're out of kerosene. So I'm going to end this video here, and then we're going to continue on with other videos.